Hi, everybody. It's Mrs. Spinelli. I'm here at my house. It is Sunday, and I am writing this to you because I want you to watch it on Monday. And actually, I'm not writing it. I'm doing it live so that you can see it on Monday. And the reason that I'm doing this is because I want you guys to hear a few things from me before you start the week without me again. First of all, I am extremely sorry that I am not there with you. I found out last week after my first surgery that I had to go back in for a second round of surgery. So that will be this week, and I cannot come back in between in case so that I don't get sick, et cetera, et cetera. So I am home and will be in for surgery Wednesday of this week on March 1st. So good thoughts for that. And hopefully I will be back with you Monday of next week. That's the goal. But I did spend a lot of time this weekend going over the work that you finished last week and looking at things that should have been done and things that weren't done. And I just wanted to give you a few of my comments so that you're prepared for the week. First of all, you have had lots of time to work on biographies. I know that we all work at different paces, but I did go into biographies this weekend in all three classes. And I put in some comments on your biographies. I saw everything from a few biographies that had nothing typed, not even the name and a title, to some that were completely finished and were obviously edited, etc. So because we have that big range in our students, there's going to be some time where biography work is a possibility. And if you're finished with that, that's when you as a student need to say, what else do I need to do to my best work? And maybe that means a challenge activity. Remember, those challenge activities are in there. Case of the Devious Duos is in there until the end of February, which is tomorrow. So if you want to work on that, and I will give out dojo points to people who finish that and get it correct. And then on March 1st, on Wednesday, I will post another challenge activity for the month of March. So if you are done with your biographies, that is not time that you can just mess around. That is time that you are either reading a book, seriously reading a book, like a chapter book, or that you are working on your biography. Because like I said, I have some that haven't even touched their template yet. So that being said, I did go in and make comments into every single student's biography. When you go into your biography, you will see the comments that I have made. Some of them have to do with capitalizing proper nouns. We are still really struggling understanding what a proper noun is. And by fifth grade, we shouldn't be struggling with that. So one of the things that I want to tell you is any person's name, beginning name, middle name, end name would all be capitalized. Martin Luther King would all be capitalized. Junior would be capitalized. That goes for any of the people's family members. The mom's official name, the dad's official name, the brothers and sisters' names should all be capitalized. A lot of you are struggling with that, and I mean a lot. So if you think you're not, you better go in and check my comments. Also, cities and states, capitalized. Kansas City, New York City, all of those are capitalized. So if you are putting those in, make sure you capitalize them. State names are capitalized. Months of the year are capitalized. Days of the week, capitalized. Events, so like boxing events, some of you are putting things in there like the championship boxing event for Muhammad Ali, capitalized. Some of you are putting for Jesse Jackson that he was part of the Major League Baseball. That would be capitalized. Those are all proper nouns and they get capitalized. And that's one thing I'm really going to be looking for as I edit your papers. And I've already given many comments on your papers about what needs to be capitalized and what doesn't. So please make sure that you read those comments very thoroughly. A few of you, and I do reference a few here, unfortunately, it looks really like you went in and copied and pasted from the internet and put it in your biography. That's not okay. We talked about that. You have to paraphrase. You can't just copy and paste. How does Mrs. Spinelli know I've copied and pasted? Well, there's a particular way that my fifth graders write, and it's not like a scholar on the internet. So trust me, I usually know. And I've made notes as such on some of your biographies that it looks like it's exactly copied and pasted. Plus, some of you have like 5 or 6 pages. This biography is only supposed to be 4 to 5 paragraphs, which would take 1 to 2 pages. So if you're copying and pasting into a biography template, it's probably taking you 5 or 6 pages to copy and paste everything from the internet. Just a few other things. I am going through work that you turned in last week and the week before, and we'll have listed for ELT either by this afternoon or by tomorrow afternoon, Tuesday afternoon, what you owe me still from those 2 weeks. I know I did not get everybody's papers from chapters 4 and 5, the work that you were supposed to do while I was gone. So I will be writing down who owes me those, and that will be in your ELT board that goes up. Please just remember that while I know it's fun to have subs, I know that Mr. Sauer's awesome. I love Mr. Sauer, and I'm glad he's going to be with you guys all this week, that it's your job to get your work done. So I did get a few emails from students last week about some messing around happening in the classroom. I'm not happy about that. You guys know how to do work in ELA class. We come in, we check the board, we get busy. A lot of the stuff this week is going to be on the computer because that way I can kind of check in and see how you're doing. And a lot of it is going to be listening to the chapters of the book, which brings me to Spade, Foot, Toad. What an exciting book it's becoming. You guys will be reading chapters 8 and 9 and 10 this week, possibly even 11, but I'm not sure yet. 8 and 9 are very pivotal chapters. I will be reading them to you. You will be listening to me read them to you, as well as 10. All 3 of those chapters take about a half hour of me reading them to you. So I want to make sure that you're listening to me read those to you. So those will be posted in Google Classroom so that you can access those on the days that I assign them. Please do not do so beforehand because everything is allotted that you kind of all stay together. So today for class, you are going to be working on vocabulary. I signed the vocabulary on Plot. I checked that this weekend. A lot of you didn't even get to it, but those of you that did get to it, about half of you did really, really bad. So I reassigned it. So if you already did it, you need to go in and make sure that I didn't reassign it to you because there was very few that got above an 80%. So I did reassign those to you. Also, so that's first. Everybody's going to start with vocabulary. That way we know it's done. After that, you have time to go in and check your biographies, which I have gone in and added comments to. So you're going to want to go in there and read the comments that I made. And then I believe you can clear the comments. You do not have to write anything back to me unless you absolutely want to. I'll probably end up with, 100 emails, and that's okay. But if you clear them, then that just means that you took care of them and you did what you were supposed to do as far as making the errors, changing the errors and making them correct. So that's fine. You can just clear the comments. Or if you choose not to clear the comments, that's fine too. They can just be on there for your first draft. And then when I come back next week, we'll go through them and get them ready to finalize. I really like how a lot of you started with either a quote from your person or a question about your person. That's an excellent hook to have. Those of you that didn't do that, maybe you want to go back in and see if you can spice yours up by adding a question at the beginning or a quote from your person as well, kind of like mine did. So after you have biography work today, I think that'll probably take you close to the end of class time today between this video, working on vocabulary, and working on your biographies. Every single person needs to go in and check their biography today. Don't act like, oh, I did mine and I don't really, it's done. I don't have to worry about it. Nope, Mrs. Spinelli gave you feedback and it took me a lot of time to get through 75 of them. So please make sure and go back and check that feedback. And there were a few that are excellent. So, but I did try to find something that everybody could fix or add to their biography. Again, watch your behavior this week. I know Mr. Sauer is an excellent sub. I know you guys are going to have a great week. I'm really sad to not be with you again. It actually was really, really hard for me. So I hope that you guys know I miss you. I'm doing really good from my first surgery, so hopefully the second one will be just as good, and I'll get back to you guys by early next week. All right. Last final note, book club obviously won't happen this week. It will happen next week. So if you are in book club with me, make sure you should have already read to the end of the story, but you can go ahead and read some of those poems in the back of the book as well, so that we can discuss both of those when I come back. As always, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to email me. You can email me from your email account, and I can email you back. So I think that's it for today, and I'm going to let Mr. Sauer take it from here. Have a great day and a great week, everybody. Miss you guys. Bye-bye. How was it?